So, in last week's video, I showed you how to actually steal like an artist. If you haven't already seen it, I'll put the link for it up here so you can go and watch it. Essentially, you pick out 2 or 3 images you find really inspiring. Then you pull out the patent pending cheat sheet to start breaking down which parts of each piece you want to try and emulate. So today I'm going to create my very own piece using this method so you can see that it actually works. So let's do that. Okay, here are the 3 images I've picked for inspiration. So I'm now going to go through them all using the categories on the thief sheet and see how I can pull out inspiration from each one to create my very own thing. Okay, so we'll start with the story. The story I'm mainly going to focus on is taken from number 1 here. So I'm loving this big character and this little character. I think in mine though, I'm going to turn this into the Grim Reaper and this into some sort of innocent child to give it a bit more of a darker feel to it. So if we look at the subject, similar sort of thing really. My main subject is going to be this guy. Secondary subject is going to be his future victim. Emotion, pretty easy one really. Fear, all the fears, right around this area here. Composition, I'll take a bit from each one here. So obviously I'm going to have a big dude, little kid. I like here how there's a big moon in the background and a large pointy structure. I think for mine though, this will probably be like a mountain, maybe a castle of some sort. On the third one, I love the way this sort of deer, as it's walking, it's changing how the ground looks. And I might do something like that with Death, kind of as he's walking towards the kid, like the ground is just dark behind him. As he just brings all the darkness with him. So that's probably what I'll do. So I'll take a little bit from each one when it comes to composition. Okay, color. Things are going to be black and white for the most part, similar to this. I love these little sort of accents of orange that are on this one. I might take a little idea from that, maybe in terms of like lightning or some other light emanating from the Grim Reaper. And then obviously with this one, this is all going to be darkness, but then I'm going to have, you know, the nice summery garden in the foreground where the kid is. So again, there'll be parts of all 3 of these in the color. My next category is typography, which obviously isn't relevant here, so that's a skip. When it comes to shapes, fairly straightforward really. I'm gonna have my main character and I'm gonna have, you know, pointiness in the background, large spherical moon, planet type thing in the background. So I'll mainly be taking from the likes of number 2 when it comes to shapes. Value, this is an easy one. Everything's gonna be dark. Easy. Lines is the next category, which again doesn't really apply here as these are photo manipulations, not drawings. Scale, simple, big dude, little dude, done. Then we've got texture. There's no real texture going to be applied here. I'm obviously really going to have grass in the foreground. I'll have some story stuff going on in the background, but I won't really be applying anything additional. And finally, emphasis. Where do I want my emphasis to be? It's obviously going to be on the main guy, and then secondary emphasis on the kid. Okay. So if I was going to sketch out a real loose layout for this, right? I'm going to have the Grim Reaper. Obviously, this is loose. Grim Reaper. Going to be my main dude, then I'm going to have the little sort of character. I'm imagining a child sort of carrying balloons. I'm going to have my main landscape. The ground's all dark where Death is obviously walking his deathy bits around. We got mountains in the background. We got a big old moon. I might put in a few like sort of castle-y things. Loads of lightning. Done. Okay, so I've spent a bit of time online and I have pulled out this set of images I'm going to use to put my piece together. Let's create some digital art.
I wait for someone to save. I want to tell you something new. Into a wall. I drive away into the night and I contemplate for a while. Don't you think for the people that testify black lives come sooner than this? No while. Stop myself for a while. Don't you think for the people that pass me by back